Have you been served with divorce papers and you don't know what to do next? I'm Matt Dolan with Dolan Divorce Lawyers in Connecticut, and today I'm going to walk you through the steps you should take after being served with divorce papers. First off, don't panic and read the paperwork carefully. Being served doesn't mean that anything has been decided, it's just the start of the process. The opposing party may have made certain accusations in the divorce paperwork, but that does not mean that those accusations have been proven true. You will have plenty of time to respond to whatever is in that paperwork. The divorce papers themselves will usually include a summons, complaint, notice of automatic orders, and possibly pendente lite motions, which are motions asking for certain things while the divorce is pending. Those can include motions asking for a parenting plan while the divorce is pending, financial support such as child support or alimony, exclusive use of the home, or even counsel fees if your spouse is asking that you contribute towards their attorney's fees. And you should pay particular attention to those automatic orders. Those list certain things that you cannot do while the divorce is pending. You can't make certain changes to the parenting plan, but primarily you cannot make any major financial transactions once the divorce has been initiated. You should also check the return date on the paperwork. This is not a court date, it's instead the date by which you should either file an appearance or your attorney should file an appearance on your behalf, essentially notifying the court that you are participating in the process and giving your contact information for them to give you notice of future court dates. It's important that you don't miss this return date because if you're not actively participating in the process, things can happen without you appearing in court, or the divorce can even be finalized without your participation. The first court date that will be assigned is called a resolution plan date, and that will be a few weeks or months after that return date. Once you have the divorce paperwork, it's important to not contact your spouse out of anger. Keep in mind that any phone calls, text messages, or emails to your spouse can be used against you in the future, so it's important to respond in a calm and rational way once you are aware that your spouse has filed for divorce. And if you have children, you will want to avoid involving them in the process. Don't speak poorly to your children about your spouse, and try not even to mention the divorce to them until you and your spouse are on the same page about how you will tell your kids. Again, things that you share with your children can be used against you in the future, and if you speak poorly about your spouse or inappropriately share the divorce with them, that can negatively impact your claims for custody, for example. You should also begin to gather financial documents. Tax returns, bank account statements, mortgage statements, pay stubs, etc., and try to just get as good of an understanding of your family finances as you can. You will have to have an understanding of this in the future when you are negotiating financial settlement to your case, so the more you can gather early on in the process, the better. And finally, you should meet with an attorney. You don't have to have an attorney represent you through the divorce process, but it's important to meet with somebody so that you can get an understanding of what your rights are and what approaches you can take to the divorce, whether it's traditional litigation or possibly mediation or collaborative divorce. Many attorneys, including our office, do offer free consultations, so if you don't have the means to hire an attorney ultimately in the process, you still should meet with somebody to initially discuss your situation. So those are the basics on the steps you should take once you are served with divorce papers. As usual, if you have any additional questions, you can contact our office. And if you're looking for representation in a family law case here in Connecticut, we would invite you to contact our office as well.